Hi there, welcome to No Nonsense Whiskey. My name is VinPF and on today's episode we're doing Whiskey In and Whiskey Out for the month of September. If you're new to the show, that is literally, I'm just going to go through the bottles that came in this month and the bottles that I killed this month. It's not an overly heavy month this month. Our last month was a really heavy month, but we've got a reasonable ins and reasonable outs as always. So let's get into the Whiskey In and see what we picked up this month. First up then, I'm not sure if this will zoom in nicely because it's so clear, but this is Strathern The Heart, Douglas Lang's new distillery, and it's their new make, as you can see, perfectly clear. I haven't had much of this yet. Obviously, I'm called No Nonsense Whiskey, and this isn't whiskey because it hasn't been in a cask for 3 years by all laws in Scotland. But if you want me to cover this, let me know. I've got a bit of a library of new make spirit up there, and I've been meaning to do a kind of video on that, so if you want to see that, let me know. If not, I'll drop a link to my buddy Ben's video on new make. It's pretty good, and that can talk you through it. But yeah, if you want to see me sort of talk about new make and this, then let me know. Moving on, we've got the 1770 small batch series cognac cask finish. I tried this a while ago and I had to have it, but I'll go into this a bit more detail. I think this is actually going to be the next review coming up on Thursday, so keep your eyes peeled if you want to know more about that. And finally then, just 3 this month, finally we have the Circumstance Distillery, and they've just called this their single grain whiskey because it's got a mixture of malted barley and unmalted barley. I'm not going to go too much into detail about this because I'll do it when I finally cover it, but I wouldn't be expecting the review of this anytime soon because it's already sold out. I don't really feel any urgency to review this, but you can see I've been drinking this a little bit. So, brand new distillery, English whiskey distillery in Bristol, and they're making all kinds of wonderful things. You've seen me cover things like their wheat and their rice on the channel before. I imagine so if you've subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, then make sure you do. That's it then for Whiskey In this month. And like I say, pretty light month because of last month was so heavy. I've gone a bit easier on this. Yes, these guys sent me this. I didn't pick this one up, but these two I purchased both of these. So yeah, just have to be careful on the old budget. Let's check out the whiskies that we killed this month then. And again, in no particular order, we've got the Firkin 10, the Linkwood Madeira. Now I've just covered this on the channel, and if you remember me saying on that video, I think I had like this much left, and once it gets down that low, it's getting killed. I'm not going to mess around like that. So yeah, true to my word, it got killed, and it was bloody lovely for it. This one's a bit special. It's been around for a while. If you can see the details on here, that is a 27-year-old Bunnahabhain, and yeah, in fairness, I got sent this like years ago now, a good couple of years ago, but I kept it on my shelf because obviously that's a really special thing. But it started getting very low, and I'm not about keeping the whiskey if it's starting to get low. So yep, it got killed. Then we had the this is a 1770 original, but it's got a kind of like a personalised label on it. They put like No Nonsense Whiskey on this for me, which is really cool. I've still got the box somewhere up there as well, so I will actually keep that, I think, because it's a nice little thing to have. Technically speaking, it was the first bottle of whiskey with No Nonsense Whiskey written on it, so although I have 3 of my own releases now, it was a pretty cool thing for them to do, so yeah, very happy with that. Finally then, we've got the black bottle. This is from the Alchemy series. This was either number 1, yeah, experiment number 1. They called it the double cask. This was an interesting one because it was 2 exquisite liquids, they said, which is sherry barrels meets 12-year-old grain in red wine casks. Very interesting whiskey, very cheap whiskey, and this was brilliant. This was just like its compadre was the Island Smoke. Interesting timing because they've just released the next 2 in that experimental series. I haven't got those, I haven't covered those yet. But again, let me know in the comments below if you want me to cover those, because I should get hold of those. They're relatively cheap. I think you can pick up the pair of them for like 50 quid total, and I think that they've made them natural colour as well now. Of course, you guys know that I'm not a big fan of the old black bottle, but it's in the name, so you can't really get away with it. There you go. That's a very quick one this month. It's what I've got there, 7 bottles in total. So not a massive month of whiskey in, whiskey out, but things will change as we go along. Next month I think I'm probably going to have quite a few more bottle kills than I usually do, just because they've got so many that are getting low that I like to just finish them off. So yeah, in any case, if there's any of these ones at the back here that you want to see me accelerate up, obviously this one's going to be next week. But if you want to see me do the circumstance, then make sure you let me know below so that I know that you want me to bump that up the list. Either way, I'll see you on more reviews, and I'll see you next month for another Whiskey in, Whiskey out. Hi there, welcome to No Nonsense Whiskey. Hi there.